Hello everyone, this is my fourth video related to the topic population, the increasing numbers and rising problems. Let's discuss new topic population, education and population control. If the population of any country will be large due to having large families, then the quality of life will also go down. So people should be educated to understand the need to limit the population growth. So let's discuss some steps which can be taken to control population growth. In this first step, the message about population problem should reach as many people as possible, including those living in very remote areas. Since populations can grow exponentially, resource depletion can occur rapidly, leading to specific environmental concerns such as global warming, deforestation, and decreasing biodiversity. Second, people should be made aware of advantages of having small families and at the same time the disadvantages of having many children. Students, people need to be told and made to understand the consequences of having too many children. Government and non-government institutions can carry awareness campaigns informing people how they will be unable to provide good nutrition, education or medical facilities to their children if they have too many. Population is also a reason for illiteracy. Children of small families receive more attention of higher quality from their parents, resulting in higher achievements. Next, the orthodox view to have at least one son, especially in Indian society, should be modified by education. Next, marriageable age should be higher. Marriageable age is the minimum age at which a person is allowed by law to marry, as fertility depends on the age of marriage. So, the minimum age of marriage should be raised. In India, minimum age for marriage is 21 years for men and 18 years for women has been fixed by law. This law should be firmly implemented and people should also be made aware of this through publicity. Now the next one is the married couple should be educated to delay the birth of their first child to space the second with a sufficient interval for proper upbringing and to stop the third. The spread of education changes the outlook of people. The educated men prefer to delay marriage and adopt small family norms. Educated women are health conscious and avoid frequent pregnancies. Clear, children? There are doctors who recommend couples 2 years to have a second child. By this time, the mother's body gets fully recovered from her first pregnancy as she replenishes the nutrients she lost in her first pregnancy. So not only it is good for mothers and newborns' health, the first also reaches at a stage where he or she could express and starts to understand things better. And the sixth step, people should be advised to adopt family planning methods by which they can prevent pregnancy. Family planning often means limiting the number of children as well as spacing them more evenly. Family planning methods is the way to reduce population growth with its related dangers. The key to population control ultimately is contraception. These include devices for both men and women, for example, condoms such as Nirod, intrauterine devices such as copper T, oral pills such as Mala D, etc. Next topic, family welfare. The inverted red triangle, this one, inverted red triangle, has become a popular sign in India for family welfare. Or we can say that it is the symbol for family planning, health and contraception services, much as the Red Cross is a symbol for medical services. It is prominently displayed at all such offices and hospitals where any help or advice about family planning is available free of cost. These are known as family welfare centers. Now the three aspects of family welfare are: first one, family planning in terms of having a small family. Second, total welfare of a small family, including the diet and nutrition of the child and of the pregnant mother. And the third one, subsequent care of the children. For example, immunization and oral rehydration therapy to ensure survival of the young ones. These are the three aspects of family welfare. Now, our last topic, methods of contraception. In this, we will discuss few common methods of contraception. In this, first we will discuss about hormonal methods or pills. It's the little tablet taken once a day. The oral contraceptive pills is the most commonly reported method of contraception. These hormones prevent the release of the egg from the ovary. Second method is barrier methods, which include condom, diaphragms and sperm killing agents. Condom, example Nirodh. The condom is the only form of contraception that protects against most sexually transmitted infections as well as preventing pregnancy. It is hormone free and can easily be carried with a person. Generally used by men only. It is made of rubber sheet. You can see in the diagram. This condom prevents the sperms from being deposited in the vagina. Next, diaphragm, which is also used as a barrier. A diaphragm is a small, soft rubber sheet cap which is placed inside the vagina to stop sperm from entering the uterus. Clear, children? It is placed inside the vagina, this diaphragm placed inside the vagina to stop sperm from entering the uterus. It forms a physical barrier between the men's sperm and the woman's egg, like a condom. Third one, sperm killing or spermicidal agents. Spermicide is a contraceptive substance or chemicals that destroys sperms. You can see in the diagram different types of spermicides. The function of spermicide is to destroy sperm if it is placed in vagina near the cervix. When these spermicide placed in vagina near the cervix, then it destroys sperms and prevents pregnancy. Third method, intrauterine devices, IUD. In India, mostly two devices are used, lipase loop and copper T. This is the structure of lipase loop and this one is copper T, structure of copper T. Copper T is a small device that is shaped in the form of a T. You can see the shape of copper T. It is in the form of a T. Doctor place it inside the uterus. You can see in the figure. It is placed inside the uterus to prevent pregnancy. Doctors place it inside the uterus to prevent pregnancy. It can stay in uterus for up to 10 years. Both the devices, lipase loop and copper T, do not stop fertilization. Then what they do? They prevent implantation of the embryo or blastocyst. Is it clear, children? Copper T or lipase loop prevent implantation of the embryo. Now we will discuss next method or fourth method, that is surgical methods. In this we will discuss two types of surgery. The first one is tubectomy, which is a permanent method of contraception in women or female. Clear, children? Tubectomy is a permanent method of contraception in women. And the second one is vasectomy. It is a surgical procedure for male. It is also a permanent method of contraception. First we will discuss tubectomy, which is a surgical procedure for female. In the figure you can see that fallopian tubes, these are fallopian tubes. One side it is attached with uterus and other side it is attached with ovary. Clear, children? This fallopian tube is attached with ovary from one side and other side is attached with uterus. Clear? So during this procedure, that is tubectomy, the tubes are slightly cut. You can see in the diagram, tubes are slightly cut. Clear? And these tubes, after cutting, these tubes are tied with nylon thread, or sometimes artificial clips are placed so that the egg is unable to travel to the uterus. Now next one, vasectomy. As I told you that vasectomy is a surgical procedure for male. During the procedure, first a small cut is made in the scrotum. After that, the male vas differentia are cut. You can see in the figure, this is vas deferens in male. So both vas differentia are cut and tied or sealed so as to prevent sperm from entering into the urethra and thereby prevent fertilization of a female through sexual intercourse. This surgery is easier, quicker and safer. It is better if the husband gets operated. This operation has no harmful effect. Now next and last, induced abortion or medical termination of pregnancy or MTP. If the woman has somehow become pregnant and the couple does not want to have the child, or if there is definite evidence of any serious genetic disease in the embryo based on a special test, then the fetus can be removed. This method should not be considered a contraceptive method, but as a last step that can be taken. This operation should be performed only by a trained doctor at a hospital. Abortion is legally permitted only within 5 months of pregnancy and can be requested by any desirous female at any government hospital at no cost.